Okay. Hi, I'm Hillary Opine. I'm here in my studio in Los Angeles. Welcome to Two Pilates Chicks. And today my other Pilates chick is Dana. I'll let you introduce yourself.
Okay.
Tell us your name.
All right. I'm Dana Harris.
And you have to speak up because we don't have a microwave.
Okay.
Yeah.
A microphone?
A microphone. We don't, and obviously my brain. I think I need more coffee. Okay, we don't have a microphone with us today because we're just testing things out. So, okay, go. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I'm Dana Harris. I just moved here in June from Texas. Lived in Texas all my life.
We're both native Texans, and now we're in LA.
Mm-hmm.
So, we wanted to chat today about that, I guess, almost a trust in the universe. Right? That things will be okay. So just jumping off the cliff because we basically both did that. And what's funny is we met right before I did.
Yes.
Then the pandemic hit. And then Dana did it. And then Dana's like, I'm coming to LA. So it's just this weird, I feel like we've had this like the universe screaming at us, this is what needs to happen. Right? It's weird.
Yeah.
Because, so you can, let's just start at the beginning. So when we met, we were in Houston, or I was in Houston. She's outside of Dallas. And I knew we were moving, or it was pretty sure I was moving. Right? It was pretty sure. And she came to my studio. She drove all the way down to talk about teacher training. And then she decided she wanted to do it. So then I had to tell her, well, you're going to have to come to LA because I will not be here. And I remember your response. Do you remember what you said?
I love to travel and I'll go. It's not a problem for me.
You were so cute. You just said, I'll do that. You're like, I'll do that. And I'm like, okay. So I drove out here. We had our date set. She flew out. We did a whole weekend. We went to dinner. Everything was open. Everything was great. And then she went back, and then the pandemic hit. And then it was just kind of figuring out when it would be safe for her to come back. So we just kind of kept an eye on things. And then the little windows open, and it's like, now, do it now. And then she came out. And then, so we kind of got lucky a few times with.
Because it was like right before things got super crazy.
Super crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think it was at the second session she came, and we had my husband move all the apparatus that we could outside.
Yeah.
So that we weren't inside because we were both more comfortable with being out there. And then no restaurants were open at that point. So we couldn't do anything. So
that was so touch and go right before. Because you were like, I don't know if you should come.
I know. I was like, I don't know if you should come. Because I was worried about her getting on a plane and then getting stuck out here, because that was another worry. Because it was kind of like shutting things down and not shutting things down. Would this happen, and what if the flights? And they never really stopped flying.
No, but you never know.
You never know.
We didn't know that early on.
No, it was kind of a weird thing. But it's just then all this happened. She finished the actual learning of the exercises and all the apparatus. And it was your last visit here, right?
Yes.
Or you told me before you came, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what did you say?
Oh my goodness. I'm thinking about it. I'm going to do it.
Yeah. And she was probably I'm thinking about moving to LA. And I was like, really? And my husband's like, what? Yeah. And I was like, well, you always have a place. And then she came, and you already had places to look set up.
Yes.
So she was the last weekend, did that, and then she would go look at places.
Different, yeah.
And then you left because it wasn't the place you saw. Or was it the place you saw?
Mm-mm.
No. Because you found another place once you got back.
Yes. And that ended up being it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so now she's here. And it's been since June.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
It is. It's just like when I told you I can do that. I can just fly out there for your class.
But I feel like, especially in this environment, I feel like, and I know it's hard, and we've had this discussion, we actually had it this morning about the life getting on you and then just being like, ugh. But I feel like you have to trust that everything's going to be okay, and you have to go for it. Otherwise, you just don't have anything to really look forward to, I feel.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you don't have a vacation in your near future and you're just like, doom, da-doom, da-doom, yeah, day after day. So you have to like challenge yourself, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that you're that way too in teaching, like constantly challenging ourselves with either learning or pushing ourselves out of our comfort zone with exercises or whatever it is. But I guess, what do you feel is the biggest like joy of the fact that you actually did this? Like actually got in your car with your dogs,
Yeah.
not just one dog,
4.
4 dogs, and did it. I mean, you actually, because that's scary, because we talked before,
Yes.
and it's that moment of like, oh my gosh. Yeah, because I had that too. Where
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah, I had no idea what I was getting into, I don't think. When that's probably a really good thing.
probably
Yeah.
is.
And it's definitely not anything I've ever done before, but I love it.
I know.
Yeah, I absolutely love
She
it.
can go to the beach whenever she wants,
Yeah.
which is like,
The weather's really nice compared to Texas.
it's a little gray today, but that's okay. The sun will come out, and it's 70.
Really rough over here.
Not that where we come from. Yeah, it's really rough. But do you feel that? So I had someone ask me the other day, "Oh, do you miss Houston?" And no offense, but I can honestly say no.
Yeah. I have not felt homesick.
No, I haven't.
Maybe
either.
too early in the game to say, but
I mean, there are a few people I miss.
sure.
But I still get to see them
Virtually. Yeah.
And then my lovely friend Kimberly, who I think I'm gonna have her do it. I don't know if she'll do it. I'll have to might twist her arm. Way out of her comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
But she got to come out. So I feel like we still can see them, even in the pandemic situation.
There's ways to stay in touch.
There's ways to stay in touch.
Yeah.
But then you also learn it's like, oh, I don't need to stay in touch with some.
Right.
And it's kind of like this discussion we had. So I think the other thing is like going for these moments and doing, it's not that you're being selfish, but it's kind of like you have to do what's best for you and not worry about the other people. I mean, obviously I worry about my husband and you worry about your dogs and family and things like that. You don't want to do anything there. But it's still like no one can really tell you, oh no, you can't do that. Well, they can, but you don't have to listen.
Yeah, and when you know deep down inside, that change, I needed that change for me. I needed to make the change. So,
Yeah,
and it's been good.
And it's been good.
Yeah.
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 See?
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh, I need a coffee.
I know. PSL.
But I think PSL. I think the main thing is for today and this kind of chat is that sometimes we get stuck in ruts and the fear of something can stop us. But I honestly think, and you can tell me if you agree or have an experience like that, but every single time in my life where there's been that moment of either the paths are going one way and you can stick on the path that's like the comfortable path that you've been going down and you can see and you know exactly what will happen, or there's this other path that might do this. Choosing the might do this is always the better option, even if it's the scary option. Because I feel like we grow as people, we get stronger, we learn. Whether we make a mistake or not, then it makes us better.
Yes.
Right?
Some resilience.
Yeah. Instead of sticking in that safety zone all the time.
Right.
Which is funny because I kind of think of it the same way. I'm not good with change. Isn't that weird?
Oh yeah.
I'm not good with
I'm
change.
the same.
Yeah.
Person of routine, habit.
Person of routine and habit. So that's like way out of comfort zone, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Like are you like this? Like my husband, he's learned. He'll say, like, we're going here for dinner. We're going here for dinner at this time, and this is what we're doing. I'm like, okay. And then he'll come like 10 minutes before, oh, wait, things have changed. We're now doing da-da-da-da-da. And then he leaves the room. because he knows I'm going to be like,
Mm-hmm.
whoa, what? No. And I need time to like adjust.
Yes.
Yet
Yes.
then we do things like this,
Yeah.
which is like total opposite. It's like, how do you wrap your brain around
Yeah,
that?
so true.
Do you think it's maybe that it's a control in the personal life, but then I don't know, I'm trying to figure out why is it that way in our like 9 to 5 whatever life,
Yeah.
but yet in big life changing like this it was doable.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about fear a minute ago. For me, it was like, I'm more scared of staying, you know, if that makes sense.
So
And the fear of staying in that and not growing was larger than the fear of leaving and making the jump.
Maybe that's the key.
So I'm thinking maybe sometimes that plays a part.
So though there's maybe this minor little discomfort thing
Yeah.
where you're more out of your organizer schedule.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where the other is, there's that fear of,
Yeah.
exactly right.
Yeah.
Because if you think about, you moved here and you're also transitioning into a whole new career.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So that's like 2 big jumping off cliff moments.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But it's exciting.
See?
Very exciting.
It's very exciting. And we get to be together.
Yes. Yes. Best part.
Which is super fun.
Yes.
Yeah. So do you have anything to add to that? Like, what would be your advice to someone who, I like to think of it as that person that's stuck in that job where it's comfortable, they know their salary, they know what's happening, but yet they're bored
Mm-hmm.
and they want something more. Maybe they don't think they're worth or can. What would be your advice to that person?
Take a leap, because you're going to live and you're going to learn, because if you're stuck in the same, even though it is comfortable, you're not
really
going to grow.
learning or
You're not
growing.
going to grow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Just
make
take
a jump
the leap.
and you might fly.
And even if you plummet for a little bit, you'll figure it out.
And you have people that come in and help you and stabilize.
I think that's the key too.
Yeah.
Is like I just think people aren't going to let you fall.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not. I mean, there will be ones that want you to fall and like, wait. Like, it's like those celebrities that as they're going up, everyone's like, ooh, and they get to the top and it's like, yeah. So that'll happen, but just stick to where you raise it. It's almost like laser focus, but you don't really know where you're
what you're
where
looking
you're
at.
going. Yeah. I know over there. Yeah.
A little 360 vision.
360 vision. Anyway, that's it for today's little maybe back. We'll see. That was fun.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like, we have one more person, and then I feel like it's nap day.
Yes. The weather is kind
Yeah, it's kind of nap day.
Yeah.
Or go listen to the wave day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, everyone go out and take a flying leap.
And enjoy the way.
And enjoy it.